My name is John Mack. I work for the United Way of Forsyth County. I am a father, a husband, a grandfather, and I also was addicted to drugs and alcohol and became homeless. I saw my father using marijuana on a picnic, which spiraled to me using it. When I became 16, 17, I started experimenting with other type of drugs. I started selling drugs, I started using drugs, and finally I was arrested by an undercover cop. It was a great experience for me, being in chains. This wasn't the life that I really wanted to live. But I was addicted, I didn't know how to get off drugs. My family seen that I continued to do what I normally do, and so they sent me to North Carolina to be with my mother, which they felt mom was gonna get me straight. Well, she tried her best, but in the process of that, I lost her. She had a massive heart attack. I lost out big time when I lost my mom. That was my rock, my everything. She helped me to stay stable and helped me to remember what the reasons why I did what I did that was right. I became homeless because one of my addiction, two, because I had nowhere to stay. I did stay in a homeless shelter, but they have a time frame in which you can stay there. So I had to revert to being in the streets and doing what I had to do to survive. I was laying on a park bench inside a gazebo down by the river, and a little girl and her mother was together, and the little girl looked up at her mom. She had to be about 3 or 4, and asked her mom, "Is that what a bum looks like?" That touched me, because I didn't come this far in life to be a bum. I didn't come in life to be a drug dealer. I didn't come in life to be addicted. I didn't come in life to do the things I was doing. I was just doing everything contrary to what I set for myself. And so that's when I knew I had to have a change. One day I met a gentleman. He introduced me to Christ. I went to this church. I met this pastor. The word really got into my spirit, and I started to learn about what God had for me. So I did well for a little while, but eventually I messed up again. And I got high so much that night that I wanted to kill myself. Walked on a bridge, I had one foot off, getting ready to jump off. And this gentleman came who was a police officer, asked me what was I doing. He asked me how could he help me, and I told him what I was doing and why I was doing it, which when I wanted to end my life. He said that life is more better than just ending it. Life is when you have to live it. Got me to get off the edge of the bridge, put me in his car, took me to the hospital. After being in the hospital for a little while, talking to a social worker, I came out, they said, "You're not really wanting to kill yourself, it's the drugs that's causing you to be the way that you is." And I said, "Yes, I think so." Talking to my pastor, he shared to me about a program in Greensboro called the Malachi House. Being in the Malachi House was a rebirth for me because I really went back to my old roots of being a child. I learned how to give and give and give. And the more that I gave, the more I got in return. So my life transformed from Malachi House. So I stayed with Malachi House for about 9 years. It was a 9-month program. I came up through the ranks, became the program director. After doing peer support work for various agencies, I worked as a director of a shelter. And from the director of the shelter, I moved to the United Way of Forsyth County. And I do the human service work as far as housing, speaking to people about their addiction, speaking to people about their homelessness, because I've been where they're at. I've been addicted, I've been homeless, I've been to whereas there's no hope. So therefore, I have some things I can share. And normally when I share with them, they know that I'm coming from the same point that they've came from. I can remember a lot of nights being in a crack house for 3, 4 days at a time and watch people knock on the door or bang on the door, and their family members would come and get them. And I would say to myself, when is somebody coming for me? But I had nobody to come for me. And I remember other people just like me wanting somebody to come for them. So I'm that person now that comes for those that has no one to come for them. A lot of times it works and sometimes it doesn't. But that doesn't stop me. I still have a call on my life to do what I do, which is to help people. I believe that you should give to United Way because they funded the same program that I went through. I just would like to thank everyone, every supporter, every volunteer, everyone that has done anything to contribute. Thank you, because you don't know what you have done for me. But I'm here to be a witness to your great responsibility to give unto this organization, to make things happen that's behind the scenes that you may not never see, but I'm a living witness that it's real.